So, Agile Principles. Follow principles of Agile software. So, principle 1. So, customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. So, customer satisfaction customer satisfaction through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Second principle, welcome changing requirements even late in development. Welcome changing requirements even late in development. Third one, deliver working software frequently from couple of weeks to couple of months with preference to shorter time scale. With preference to shorter time scale. Fourth one, so collaboration between client and team members. So business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. So these are the principles we discussed in yesterday's discussion. So principles of Agile software development, when we can call a project as an Agile project, customer satisfaction, welcome changing requirements even late in development, deliver working software frequently from couple of weeks to couple of months, business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Hope you understand these four principles. So we'll be entering into the fifth principle now. So build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support they need, and trust them to get the job done. So, sir, generally in a typical waterfall model, so in a typical waterfall model, generally what happens, so you have a project manager kind of a person, and so there will be multiple team members. There will be multiple team members. There will be so multiple team members. So what happens? So this guy every day send work allocation. This guy every day sends, he assigns work. So project manager or team lead project manager or team lead assigns work. So and review progress either every day or weekly kind of thing. This is how the process of work allocation in waterfall model. So here majority of the decisions will be taken by project manager or team leads. So team leads will take majority decisions. Every day work will be assigned and work will be reviewed. Okay. Now, but once this project moves to Agile, in Agile, instead of project manager, every team we maintain Scrum Master. Scrum Master has to change this mindset. That is first job of Scrum Master. Changing this mindset means in this method, team members trying to, if today my manager assigns work, I will do. Otherwise, no work. If my manager assigns work, I'll try to complete in 2 days or 3 days or 5 days, like that. So this team is like, no, this is called a management driven ordering culture. So changing this culture to opposite direction means we empower, encourage team members to, we empower or encourage team members to select the work. So we empower or we encourage team members to select the work. Okay, team member take responsibility till it completes. Hope you understand, sir. So rather than daily work assigning, we encourage. Now you read this statement. This is completely. So this is exactly Scrum Master job. So build projects around motivated individuals. Give them environment and support they need. Trust them to get the job done. But in waterfall model, opposite direction. Waterfall model is every day, don't believe the resources. Every day, track them. Every day, assign work. Every day, review work. For every 5 to 10 people, you should have one team lead. You must have one team lead for every 5 to 10 people. So this kind of a mindset is waterfall. Agile is opposite direction. Sir, in management, 2 styles are there. Those 2 styles are mother style, father style. Agile is mother style. Waterfall is father style. Scrum Master job is changing father to mother. That's why Scrum Masters are 20 lakhs package, 30 lakhs package. Changing mindset, changing culture is the very difficult thing. The toughest thing, changing technology is easy, sir. For example, whenever we show you smartphone, touch phone, you stopped using keyboard phone. So who asked you to change from smartphone to touch phone? Because technology you can see, you feel it. But mindset changes, cultural changes are not visible. Hope you understand. So the most toughest part is changing work style, work culture, mindset. These are the toughest things. Till now, projects habituated to every 10 people. So for every 10 people, you will be having one team lead. Every 10 team leads, one project manager. Every 10 project managers, one delivery manager. every 10 delivery manager, CEO. This is the mindset. So every day work assigned. If, for example, today project manager is busy, say under one project manager, 30 resources are there. Today project manager is not in a happy mood. He forgot to assign the work. All 30 people will not do any work. The reason evening what they tell, so my project manager has not assigned me any work. Or project manager assigned overwork. He's like, no, he's feeling I want to teach lesson to my team. 3 days work he assigned in 1 day. Then they tell, so I want to resign this project because my project manager is torturing. So both are dangerous. So a typical style of work in Waterfall, typical style of work in Agile are different. It is not like, so a new roles introducer kind of thing. Mindset is different. In Agile projects, we build projects around motivated employees, give them the environment and support which they need, and trust them to complete the job done rather than everyday review, everyday work allocation. So in a release, or in a iteration, so like trust the resource. So this Agile kind of a mindset is trust the resource, ensure resource own the project, then ordering style. So two types of mindsets will be there. So employees are always two types. Even in my company also, there will be two types of employees. So one person, they own it, okay, and they want to complete it. One person, what Ramana asked, I'll do as per Ramana instruction. Ramana asked, do 10 admissions, 10 are over. Ramana asked 3 placements, 3 placements are over. They will not do 4th one also because project manager ask is 3 only. Hope you understand, sir. So this point actually very, very important point in Agile culture. And Agile is not only for IT industry, sir. You should have Agile culture in every company. So you should have a Agile mindset, Agile culture in every non-IT company also. You can have a Agile culture. So build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support they need, trust them to get the job done. Hope you understand, sir, what kind of team you have to build. Who is responsible to build this team? Scrum Master. Okay, instead of facing the difficulty of transforming mindset, now companies started hiring team members with Agile experience. Companies started hiring team members with Agile certification. So companies started hiring team members with Agile experience. Companies started hiring team members with Agile experience. So that they are already habituated to that mindset. That is the reason in every job opening, Agile is a must knowledge now. So hope you understand the management styles. Two management styles. One is give them the support, environment, trust them to complete the job. Other one is opposite direction. Don't believe the resource. Every day assign work, every day review work, then again assign, again review. In this method, first in Waterfall kind of a management style, project manager thinks everything I am the owner. Team members are just following my instruction. But in Agile, team members are the owners. They are guiding the management. Team members must feel I am the owner of the project. I am responsible. I have to complete it. That mindset is important. So bringing that mindset culture is Scrum Master job. That's why companies are ready to pay 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, because if that mindset Scrum Master is successful, then the team productivity will be improved. So hope you understand this, sir. So this mindset is generally called as self-organizing or self-managing mindset. So this mindset is called as, self-managing mindset. This mindset is called self-organizing mindset. So this mindset is called self-managing teams. So agile teams are self-managing teams. Agile teams are self-organizing is old word. Now that word is revised, self-managing teams. So every team is a self-managed team. So team can do work. Scrum Master help the team to do work. But in Waterfall model, project manager will do the work. So project manager assigns the work. So that mindset is gone. So typical agile mindset is different. Typical waterfall model mindset is different. I'll show you. Hope you understand this point, sir. Sir, these 12 principles are the core syllabus in Scrum framework. If you understand these agile principles correctly, if you explain that, interviewer will be impressed. Right. So tell me the principles once again. Customer satisfaction. At least, so one important word you try to remember, sir. Like no, every word you may not remember. At least one important word. Based on that, you try to build the story in interview. So here, let's say early software. Here, changes. Here, short time frame. So client collaboration, self-managing. Early software, changes, short time frame. Early software, changes, short time frame, client collaboration, self-managing. Early software, changes, short time frame, client collaboration, self-managing. At least if you remember one word for interview, then you can build a story behind it. Like no, so you can build story along. So how you are helping client in early customer satisfaction, early software. How your client is helping by accepting changes even late in development. How you are helping client in every 2 weeks or 1-2 months in a short time frame you are delivering new version of software. How you are helping client every iteration you are interacting with the client, collaborating with the client to get the feedback to understand the changes. And we are empowering the team rather than like no making them like they follow just project manager instructions. Sir, by 2025, as per my analysis, 80% project manager jobs will be gone by ChatGPT. So once you go to office, your project manager will definitely ChatGPT. Person definitely will not be there in project manager position. Team member work, it may take time to replace. Project manager work can be replaced. But Scrum Master can't be replaced because project manager work on mathematical numbers. Scrum Master work with mindset culture. Project manager works more on mathematics. So your in time, out time are like no. So what is your performance in terms of metrics? It is going to be measured. So trust me, just you note down this point. By 2025, 80% of project managers in any field. Again, ChatGPT kind of a technology will bring, not ChatGPT, similar technology. Already, so IT companies, when I work in Accenture, so we have a software. That software is whenever you log in, For example, I log into my machine. So there is a AI based software they built in. I'm talking about 2019. What happened? So that AI based software will log into your portals, your in time, your out time, or like no, it log into your completed work, in progress work, pending work. It will send you an email saying that warning, your completed work is more. So everything is going to be application driven, everything is going to be automated. Right? So anyway, so that we are deviating. But again, so what are the key points in Agile? So what are the key principles of Agile? So how to remember? So Agile work culture is against to manager and like no team member. This work culture is self-managing, empowering the team. So ensuring team members own the work. So team members must own the work, then project manager assigns the work. There is a difference. If you are able to understand that work, the difference, team member must own the work, then project manager assigns the work. Okay, so can I move on to sixth principle, sir, everyone? Online? You are so dull. I think you people are busy with Sunday works.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Carry on.
Carry on.
Right. So the most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within development team is face-to-face conversation. Sir, actually, one of the key point to be successful is frequent and daily conversations with the team members. So, why conversation is important? I'll share my practical example, sir. So when I started my career, the project was Waterfall Model. In Waterfall Model, like no, our team is having 10-15 developers, 10-15 testers, kind of thing. So requirement document is given to us by business analyst. When we start understanding the requirement, we used to get so many doubts and queries. Then, but the rule at that time, whenever you have any doubt on the requirement or queries or gap in the requirement, you should not directly send mail to BA, because my team lead, when I joined, still I remember when I joined my first IT project, how my team lead trained me. Venkat, client is God, client is boss, client is giving project. You don't, if you send any wrong communication directly to client, then it affects our company reputation in front of client. Right? So whenever you have any doubts kind of thing, which needs client communication, like client project manager, client team lead, client dev lead, client test lead, client business analyst kind of thing, don't send them emails directly. First, all of you developers and testers, send your queries to me. That's why my role is team lead. I have a cabin here. My job is only review. Right? So we used to send all our doubts to this guy. This guy used to tell Venkat, I'm busy 2-3 days. It will take to see this. Okay. So even at that time, most of the team leads are just doing time pass in office. I'll tell you what happened to them also in this story. Okay. So this we are so busy kind of projection they have given. Okay. So after 2 days, so he used to tell, so why this like questions he used to ask. Then he used to consolidate all these doubts on behalf of all our team members. This guy used to send mail to BA, dear BA, like my team is having below queries. I know you are so busy. Whenever you get time, please help our team. So that BA used to tell. So as you know, I am working on multiple projects as a BA. So I'll every 15 days, one call, I'll give time to your team. So monthly 2 calls. So we used to wait till that call happens. In that call, we used to ask our doubts. in presence of our great team lead. Right? So whenever we ask queries, BA used to tell how many times I have to give reply to this. Last month also one team member asked a query on the same module. Okay, so like that. So then what we used to do, instead of asking this guy, we assume something and we test. Developer assumes something and write code. Let us see, when I am asking this query, this guy is not allowing me, then what we will do? For example, wife want to ask husband, so you want more sugar or more salt kind of thing. If this guy is so angry, that what wife will do? By assuming something she will do. Then finally, who will be affected? Client only. So to whom we are writing this code? For client only. If client is not allowing, the client says, I'm so serious. I'm busy. I'm client. Why you are busy? Because I'm client. Why you are busy? Because I'm paying money. So at that time, client communication was a torture kind of thing. I was just a junior resource. At least I was so lucky. I was not a team lead at that time. So because in every this client meeting, I used to see my team lead expressions. So he's unable to coordinate between client and team members. Because he knows, like what client reaction kind of thing will be. But actually, the point here is we are preparing food for client. Who is preparing food? Developer, tester, admin, all of us are preparing food for client. If client tells it clearly, I want like this, I want like this, then in a right time, we can prepare right food for client. Hope you agree. So here the key is, instead of assumptions, or instead of, see, one is assumption, second one, documentation also sometimes there is a high chance of misunderstanding. So instead of assumption or document misunderstanding, so we maintain simple documentation and we directly speak with the client who wants that feature. So conversations play key role. At that time, one client conversation was difficult. I'll tell you second difficulty. At that time, development team, room number 1, testing team manual, room number 2, testing team automation, room number 3, UI developer, UI designers and developers, room number 4, admin networking engineers, room number 5. So like this, the project is completely divided by teams. Even though all of them are working for one project, the project is divided by layer wise, team wise. Now, the most difficult part, forget about client conversation. One more difficult part, I'm a tester. I want to interact with my developer. This communication also difficult only. So when I try to interact with my developer, lead, first we need to send email to development lead, that one floor, developers floor, Java floor, .NET floor, testing floor. So one floor or one conference room or one room, one cubicle layer kind of thing, Java developers. For example, I want to interact with developer to know bug fix. For that floor or for that group, there is a Java development lead. When you want to directly interact with his team member, he is not going to allow. Why you want? Why every day you are coming to this bay? Why you are writing emails to my team member directly? Then what is my role? Right? So then we have to tell this guy. This guy again super busy. Why super busy? Because he is a lead. So at that time, not only client conversation. Hope you understand, sir. Conversation between the team members also difficult. Because there is no separate Agile team. So the team members are Java team member, .NET team member, testing team member, deployment team member, server team member. Okay, see, both are sitting in same Hyderabad location, same floor in Mindspace building. But I have seen, so we written 22 emails on one day. First, what is the status of environment? Is the server up? Then reply, which server? Testing server. Then reply, in testing 2 servers, system server, SIT server. Which server? SIT server. So in SIT server, so what kind of approval is required? So yes, server is up only. Then question, which version of the build is deployed? Like this, 22 email conversation, we both are sitting in same floor. In all 22 emails, team lead copied, dev lead copied, project manager copied in CC. Why? These people want to create, I'm working. What you are working? Sending email for clarification. But what is actually required? That communication can be more effective if it is a direct call. So I called these both two resources. I asked them, today morning you both went to tea, discussed about Jagan and case here. Afternoon you went to tea, discussed about heroes and heroines. Evening you went to tea, discussed about many things. But you people are not having time to discuss about which server is up and running. Why you people are copying in every loop my mail ID? What is expected here? Minimize this unnecessary documentation, open up for better conversation, and try to solve it as early as possible. So, because of Agile methodology, so how we formed Agile team? How we formed Agile teams? So we have taken, one person from two, three people from development, 2, 3 people from testing, 2, 3. So, like for example, this first layer guys are developers, second layer are testers, so third one are admin. So Agile team is, we call Agile teams are cross-functional skills. What is cross-functional skill? They have skills to analyze, design, code, test, deploy. So these people are having cross-functional skills. So what is cross-functional skill? So these people are having skills to analyze, design, code, test, deploy. So all the skills necessary to build and deploy the project is one Agile team. Earlier, how teams are divided? So Java development team, separate team. Okay, testing team separate. But they are working for one project in Waterfall Model. Okay, but here, what is one Agile team? One Agile team first characteristic, these all are, so see, this guy is UI developer, this guy is Java developer, this guy is a tester, this guy is admin, again UI developer. So a team of different skills to deliver the project is one Agile team. So encourage this one team mindset, then I belongs to Java team, I belongs to testing team. 2006, that was a scenario. Now scenario is, I'm an Agile team member. My team is having all the skills. Hope you understand the difference, sir. So this is one practical difference. Second one. So as we already discussed, Agile team must be having self-managing mindset. And Agile team must be having collaborative mindset. So collaborative, what do you mean by collaborative? We are one team. We can have any number of discussions. And most important, in this team, client is also part of this team. So client is also part of the team. So between conversation with the client or conversation within the team also, so we are one team mindset. So cross-functional, self-managing, collaborative mindset. So these are the characteristics of agile teams. And one more, so generally, so in agile team, one more characteristic is small team size. We will not allow, so less than or equal to 10 people is one agile team. So that better communication and better collaboration. So better communication, better collaboration. Cross-functional, self-managing, collaboration, small team size. So what are the agile team characteristics? So what is going to be so like this n number of examples I can talk about conversation, sir. See, agile teams never believe in document understanding, rather than agile teams believe simple document and better conversations will give you better result than understanding document. So agile teams encourage conversations. Okay, so let us say I'll show you one practical example. What kind of conversation? One example. Okay. For example, this is the requirement given, sir. Read the requirement. As a service customer, I want to receive a notification when I am nearing my monthly usage limit so that I don't exceed my monthly usage limit. This is the requirement. This feature client is expecting from the software. Some automatic alerts. Right? So this requirement is given to agile team. So rather than expecting more detailed inputs on the requirement, agile team must have participate in a conversation directly with the client. Tell me, what are your expectations in the form of conversation? So what kind of a conversation happens here? Say this first. The conversation happened between product owner, customer, and delivery team. The discussion centers around the completeness of the requirement or user story. What is user story? Who is product owner? All are part of our workshop. And its value to the customer. See this now. First question. So who is our user? Are they using laptop or mobile? Is that given in the requirement? No. What do we mean by usage? Amount of MBs remaining. Why does the user care about their usage allowance? How should we display information to user? In a pop-up or alert or SMS? When should that notification occur? Hope you understand, sir. This is an example of conversation. Clear? So, agile team members must believe in conversation directly with the client or BA or customer or stakeholder, product owner with the business team. Common point is business team. than expecting a detailed documentation. Documentation. So hope you understand, sir. What Agile believes? Conversation. What Agile believes? Conversation. So, so we discussed 6 principles. So what is the principle 1? Early software. Give examples. Examples are important. If you are not able to recollect the example, so this will be posted in our YouTube video in 1-2 days. So please watch this video once again. But if you explain Agile principles correctly to interviewer, they believe you worked in real-time project. Sir, generally students, they used to ask me, sir, when is real-time project? Sir, real-time project linked with all these concepts. In real-time projects, first I have to start with, this is our Agile team. This is sprint planning meeting. This is daily Scrum meeting. So everything is linked to Agile only. The projects are happening in Agile. If you are strong in Agile, then only Agile-based real-time project you will understand perfectly. So early software. So Agile encourages changes in late in the development. Agile delivers working software in short time frame. Agile encourages client collaboration. So Agile encourages self-managing teams. Agile encourages conversations. So conversations to client or within the team, both. Sir, everyone, hope you understand these 6 principles. Online.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir. You know, difference between offline and online. Offline is TV, online is radio, FM. If they speak, then only we'll understand. Right. So next principle. So remaining 12 principles are easy to understand. First 6 principles only drives remaining thing. So working software is the primary measure of the progress. Sir, in non-agile project, after 2 months or 3 months or 1 month or 4 months, if you ask what is the progress of the project, so software team will tell coding in progress, testing in progress. But in agile project, we can say basic application is ready and it is in line. So progress of the project in non-agile project measured based on the status of each phase: design in progress, coding in progress, database development in progress. But in agile project, the progress of the project is measured. We can tell. So we are building e-commerce website. The basic version is ready, but currently add to cart is not there. We are developing. So now login is ready. Login, search, add to cart, payment. One payment option we are supporting right now. We'll be adding few more payment option next iteration. So how to explain progress of the project in non-agile? How to explain progress of the project in agile? You have to tell. So in non-agile project, progress of the project will be explained in terms of documentation till you reach end of the project. Only once everything completed, then only we can showcase to client. But in agile project, progress of the every iteration outcome is working software for minimum features. And we increment, every new iteration is a incremental version of previous iteration. Hope you understand, sir. So what is the outcome of the every iteration? Every iteration duration is short time frame. Every iteration duration is short time frame. So now tell me, so what is Agile? Early software, welcome changes, short time frame, deliver software, short time frame. Client collaboration is key, self-managing mindset. So conversations to and within the team, deliver working software frequently, then documentation. So principle 8. So Agile process promote sustainable development. Sponsors, developers, users should be able to maintain constant pace indefinitely. Means, sorry, see, generally this I'll explain with very good example. First read this statement. I'll explain with example. Read this statement. Agile process promote sustainable development. Sponsors, developers, users should be able to maintain constant pace indefinitely. So constant pace indefinitely. So the Agile process promote sustainable development. Sponsors, developers, users. Okay, sir. In Waterfall project, for example, what we discussed yesterday, BRD. For example, HLD, FRS, LLD, then build phase, then build phase, see this, sir. For example, here who will involve in the BRD time? BA. Here architect. Here again BA and developers. LLD developers build and all. Sir, generally what happens here? See, once BA work is over, architect, then developer. Like that. See, there is a difference. Initially, when BA was doing work, architect is zero work. When architect is doing work, developers are not doing anything. So when architect completed, developers entered, then testers. Here, the work will be flow like a waterfall from the sky. So here there is no constant pace or like no everyone on, let's say when architect is full busy, developer is not having any idea. When developer is full busy, tester is not doing application testing. So there is a layer wise. Once phase 1 complete, then phase 2. But once this move to Agile, let's say this is iteration 1, ITR 1, iteration 1. In iteration 1, so who will involve? BA, architect, developer, tester, everyone, including customer. Because customer has to give feedback. Customer has to tell what next. So this is iteration 1. We given working software to client, end users use it. So second iteration. Again, second iteration, who will involve? BA, architect, developer, tester, end user. Then again iteration 3. So iteration 3, So BA, architect, developer, tester, everyone will be involved. Okay, sir. So every iteration, a new version will be launched to customer. In every iteration, BA will be there, product owner from client, end users, developers, all collaboratively building it. So it is not phase wise divided. Every iteration, all the team members. So in 2 weeks itself, say what first we tell client, this is what we are developing in this iteration 1. And so end users, customer and developers, everyone maintain constant pace. Developers means testers, everyone. Now you read this definition. Agile process promote sustainable development. Sponsors is nothing but client, product owner, client, developers. Who are developers? All developers means UI, front-end developer, middleware developer, back-end developer, tester, DevOps engineer, all are developer only. See, they are not having, they want to frame a sentence in short time, short line kind of. So here, developer means not only developer, sir, comma tester also. Why they have not written? They want to minimize the line. Because in philosophy, they want to tell in a short length. So hope you understand. Developers means not only programmers, every IT employee. So and users should be able to maintain constant pace indefinitely. So every iteration, client, software team, and user, all are involved. Hope you understand. This is the essential point of Agile, sir. In Waterfall, initially client, then BA, then architects, then developers, then testers, then end users. Here, every iteration is a project. Every iteration kind of a mini project. Every iteration, working features you are deploying to customer. Every iteration you are taking feedback from customer. Hope you understand, sir.
Good morning, Ramana. This is Navneeta.
Yes, Navanita. Good morning.
Yeah, can we remember as a shortcut like client, business, and the end user for this 8 point?
Yeah. So that's what. See, end use sustainable agile process maintain sustainable development. So what is sustainable development? Every iteration, everyone will involve. Simple to understand, simple to remember. Every iteration, everyone.
Fine. Okay.
Hope you understand waterfall development versus agile development. Waterfall development, when BA was busy, architect is not doing any work. When architect was busy, developers are not doing anything. When developer, so it is ball passed from one to other. Here it is one team, collaboratively, collectively build, given to customer, take feedback, build, give to customer, take feedback. So sustainable development. Everyone involved in every iteration. So, what are the key principles of Agile software? Early software, welcome changes late in the development. Every short time frame you deliver the software, client collaboration, self-managing teams, conversations with the team members, working software. So sustainable development where everyone involved in every iteration. Every iteration is nothing but a mini project, like, so it's a project only, logically. So next, so continuous attention to technical excellence. Sir, read this statement. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Sir, agility means quick moving. What is agility meaning? Quick moving. Quick moving means every 2 weeks you deliver a new version to customer. So, what is main important, sir? Continuous attention to technical excellence. So generally what we will do in agile projects, what we will do, sir? First we work on iteration 1. So first we work on iteration 1. Then iteration 2. Then iteration 3. Let's say, example, these are the iterations. Sir, iteration 1, let's say 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks is iteration 1. So in iteration 1, we build, we test, we given to customer. Last day of the iteration, the team participate in a meeting called retrospective meeting. Sir, what is retrospective meeting? It is part of this last topic because this meeting happens last day. So the purpose of this meeting in a project is every iteration in real-time project ends with retrospective. So every second Friday retrospective. Because 2 weeks is one iteration. Okay, so in the retrospective meeting, we try to understand what are the challenges we have faced in the project. So what are the challenges we have faced in the project? What are the challenges we faced in the project? For example, I will tell you a couple of challenges. Let's say, I'll show you one practical example. So I'll show you some examples. Sir. See this. In one of the retrospective meeting, my team, how they discussed, stand-up meeting is taking more time. Release is getting delayed due to build issues. Rally tool is not updated. QA getting too many tasks end of the sprint, getting more pressure. So, for example, planning went well, stand-up went well, no build issues in one sprint. Better clarity about immediate releases. Like this, see, every end of the sprint is nothing but iteration. What is sprint? I'll introduce that word very soon. Once I start the Scrum framework, I start with sprint only. For now, sprint is equal to iteration. So what I want to tell, see in this sprint 5 or iteration 5, high number of build issues causing unnecessary delay. QA received build without dev testing. too many escape or defects, deployment of the build. So like this, we get some issues, sir. Every iteration in any project, there will be some issues. Next iteration, how to overcome that issue, come up with some action item to improve that failure. So to come up with this action item or improvement, see, one key word you have to remember if you are working in Agile project is continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Agile never says build excellent product in first iteration. Agile never says build excellent product in first iteration. Agile always says fail fast, learn from it. Iteration 1, you fail fast. We failed in testing. We failed in deployment. Why you failed? List out action items. Don't focus on all the action items. Take 3 action items. Improve in next iteration. Again, you have a retrospective. Iteration 2. Take 3 action items. Improve in iteration 3. Again, in iteration 3, we fail in few areas. So improve in iteration 4. So Agile always says continuous attention to technical excellence. Means we faced one issue. For example, manual testing is delayed. So introduce automation testing. Introduce some kind of AI kind of a scripts. Introduce some kind of a innovation. Introduce instead of manual build deployment, automated build deployment using DevOps pipeline. Instead of servers physical on premises, so instead of servers in local, introduce cloud. Introduce virtualization. So how to use technical excellence, technology innovation to reduce our time in every iteration so that our team can deliver better. Hope you understand, sir. So continuous attention to technical excellence is a very, very important. Continuous attention. The word continuous is important here. So you fail fast. Learn from iteration 1 failures. Improve iteration 2. Learn from iteration 2. Improve iteration 3. Learn from iteration 3. Improve iteration 4. So continuous attention to technical excellence. Sir, Agile is one reason which pushed our teams to manual testing to automation testing. Agile is one reason which pushed our team manual deployment to DevOps. This is also one of the reasons. Time saving. In Agile, time is 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, a new version to client. So in 2 weeks time, how to improve team productivity? Automation, innovation. Automation, innovation. Now you read this point. What is important, sir? Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. So I can say continuous improvements. So what is Agile, sir? Continuous improvement. So next principle is easy. So simplicity. Simplicity, art of maximizing the amount of work not done is essential. Sir, simplicity is nothing but less documentation. Less documentation, more conversation.
Sir, can I understand it in a way that, like in Waterfall, explain that BRD is one of the documents, so in Agile there will not be any BRD document?
No, in Agile also you have BRD document, but in Agile documentation will be very simple documentation. There you need to write everything. Here we will write only user stories. So how documentation in Agile also part of our workshop. So I'll explain.
Okay, thank you.
So these principles, practical understanding only. Next topics, that is Scrum. How these principles, Agile philosophy, practically can be implemented in a real-time project is called Scrum. So Scrum is a Agile methodology practice. Scrum is Agile methodology process framework. Okay, so 11th principle. So this already we discussed. The best architectures, requirements, designs emerge from self-organizing team than project manager organizing team. So this already we discussed it, sir. Self-organizing team. The same point. The benefit of this point explains the benefit of self-managing. What is the benefit of self-managing team? So if team members take ownership, trust, then you will get best architectures, requirements, designs emerge from self-organizing team. So this point also we discussed just now. That is, at regular intervals of time, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. This is retrospective. This is retrospective. So the team has to focus on, I'll write here, more automation or technical excellence. And this is continuous improvements. So continuous improvements. So at regular intervals of time, the team reflects on how to become more effective. Means, like, three iterations back, the team was doing only manual testing. Now team improved to do automation testing. 3 iterations back, team was doing manual code deployment. Now team has DevOps pipeline. Like this, not only automation. So team has to focus on continuous improvements. 3 iterations back, our team members failed in estimation. 3 iterations back, our team members failed to understand dependencies in the project. 3 iterations back, the team members so started the sprint without understanding the actual requirement. 3 iterations back, testing process was not clearly defined. 3 iterations back, application tested without test cases. 3 iterations back, there is a communication gap between developer and tester. 3 iterations back, end user is not that interacted with the team members. So now improvements. So at regular intervals of time, the team reflects on how to become more effective, then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Continuous improvement. So what is Agile mindset? Agile philosophy, Agile principles, early software, welcome changes even late in the development, deliver working software every 2 to 4 weeks time. So client collaboration is the key, and self-managing team is important. So conversations, so give preference to conversation, then document. Give preference. Progress of Agile project can be measured with working software. sustainable development, client, end user, developer, tester, everyone will be on the same page in every iteration. Focus on technical excellence so that the team productivity can be improved. So less documentation, more conversations. Self-managing teams always helpful to give the best to the project. And continuous improvement. Agile never says no need to fail. Agile says you fail fast. Learn from mistakes. Right. So, so yesterday and today, I tried my best to explain principles of Agile software development. So most of the certification questions comes from these points. And so based on these principles, now you read the manifesto. So this is the manifesto or a statement. Agile statement, Agile manifesto, Agile statement, both are same. What is Agile statement? Individual and interactions, then following a heavyweight predefined process like waterfall model. So Agile encourages more conversations. Here the preference is given to working software, then documentation. Customer collaboration is important. Customer should feel, developers, testers, and customer also one team mindset is required. Then fight with client saying that in the agreement, this is only in the scope, this is not in the scope kind of thing. And responding to change, then following a predefined plan given by your project manager. Sorry. Oh, hope you understand, sir. What is Agile statement? You understand this? In Agile, what is more priority? Interactions, working software, customer collaboration, responding to changes. So this is called Agile statement or Agile manifesto. Please write it down for my satisfaction so that at least you will remember this. Sir, it is not that easy to understand principles and it is not that easy to remember the principles, sir. So till now in Accenture, I have given at least 200 to 300 times Agile training. Agile training I have given to team members, CEO level people, Fortune 500 also, when they come to client visit. And at least 500 times I have given Agile training in Amirpet. Like this. Still, without opening that website, I can't teach this topic. Because never I tried to by heart that statement. I tried to understand what I am doing in Agile in my company. So it is not that easy to remember Agile manifesto, Agile principles in interview, sir. Sir, నేను 500-600 times Agile training ఇచ్చాక కూడా ఇది ఓపెన్ చేయకుండా చెప్పలేను నేను. అలాంటిది మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూలో ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు చదివేసి ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళి వాట్ ఈజ్ Agile అంటే I don't know about Agile, I don't know about key concepts, but I want job. That will not work out. Right, sir. So this is Agile statement or Agile manifesto. Agile is a process. Sir, now we will be entering into Agile is a process. Sir, till now you understand. Sir, I wanted to ask you. What is iteration model? What is Agile? What is Scrum? So many people are having confusion. So what is iteration model? What is Agile? What is Scrum? What is iteration model? What is Agile? What is Scrum? So iteration model is iteration model. Under iteration model, there are many methodologies like Agile. So Agile is one of the methodology which follow iterative approach. Right, sir? What are the other alternatives? Rapid application development, prototype, rational unified process. This comes under Agile. This comes under iterative. Agile is one of the process under iterative. So Agile is one of the process under iterative approach. So the difference. So Agile is one of the process which follows iterative approach. Even RAD, rapid application, prototype, RUP, rational unified process also follow Agile. Sorry, iterative approach. Now, Scrum is one of the process framework which follow Agile. Scrum is one of the process framework which follow Agile. Other process frameworks like extreme programming, Scrum is one of the process framework which follow Agile methodology. So other process frameworks sir, to implement Agile in day-to-day work, to implement Agile methodology in day-to-day work, there are many frameworks. One of the framework is Scrum. So other frameworks are extreme programming. Like that, there are other Agile frameworks. Scrum is one of the Agile practice. Scrum is Agile practice. Scrum is practical implementation of Agile principles in day-to-day work. Scrum is Agile practice. Scrum is practical implementation of Agile principles in day-to-day work. So Agile is a methodology. Scrum is a practical implementation of Agile methodology in daily work in the project. So Scrum is called process framework. What is Scrum, sir? Process framework. Which process it follow? Agile. Agile follow iterative. Agile follow iterative. Scrum follow Agile. So what is Scrum framework? I need at least 6 sessions. So today, one, or if time permits, 2 sessions I'll take. Next Saturday, 2 to 3 sessions. Next Sunday, 2 to 3 sessions. So at least 6, 7, 1 hour sessions required to understand Scrum framework. Scrum is a ocean, sir. So Scrum, I can teach 500 hours also. So in this workshop, just I am trying to give you high level idea about the Scrum framework, which is enough for team member level Agile knowledge. For example, no Ramana, I want to understand Scrum framework like a Scrum Master. Then it is a detailed course, nearly 200 hours training. Scrum framework understanding like a team member will be covered in this workshop. For example, you are a developer, this understanding is enough. You are a tester, this understanding is enough. But you want to become a Scrum Master, this is not enough. So I'm not going to teach Scrum Master level Scrum knowledge in next session that require nearly 200 hours training. So I'm going to teach you team member level understanding. So let us start the second session. What is Scrum? We try to understand now. Right. So next topic is going to be so what is Scrum? I'm going to explain. So the very first point about Scrum. Scrum is an agile process that allows us to focus on delivering the highest business value. Highest business value is nothing but software in the shortest time. Logically, Scrum is agile process. What is Scrum? Agile process. Okay, so in Scrum framework, so this Scrum, these are the key people. So Jeff Sutherland, Ken Schauber, Mike. So these are the key people who established Scrum. Okay, so who are the I can say founders of Scrum kind of thing. Scrum has been used in multiple companies. I'll share this PPT with you. Scrum has been used in multiple companies. Scrum has been used for different types of projects in IT industry. So what is Scrum? So Scrum is one of the agile process. What is Scrum? Scrum is one of the agile process. So to understand, hope you understand this just now. Agile means individuals and interactions over process and tools. Agile means working software over comprehensive documentation. Agile means customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Agile means responding to change over following a plan. So what is Scrum? So end-to-end Scrum process we are going to understand now. So to understand Scrum process, yeah, this is the key box. Sir, in Scrum, what is Scrum framework? So to understand Scrum framework, there are 3 roles in Scrum framework. One is product owner, Scrum master, team. Scrum ceremonies are sprint planning, review meeting, retrospective meeting, daily Scrum meeting. Scrum artifacts are product backlog, sprint backlog, burn-down charts. So we are going to understand these 10 topics in next 5-6 sessions. At least we need 6-7 hours time to understand Scrum framework. So Scrum framework roles, ceremonies, artifacts. Roles, ceremonies, artifacts. So these things we need to understand. Product owner role, Scrum master, team. Sprint planning, review meeting, retrospective meeting, daily Scrum meeting. Product backlog, sprint backlog, burn down chart. So these things we are going to understand. Okay, so first, even if you wanted to better understanding of the Scrum, in addition to this PPT, one more material which helps to you. There is a website, scrum.org. Scrum.org. There is a website called scrum.org. In scrum.org, under resources, there is a Scrum guide. Under resources, you can access Scrum guide. So this is the Scrum guide. So you can see here Scrum guide. So this is a Scrum guide, sir. Just in Google, you can type Scrum guide. So this Scrum guide is also useful theoretical material. So this is just like for certification point of view, theoretical material. So even if you follow Scrum guide, you will understand Scrum definition, Scrum theory, Scrum values, Scrum team, like developers, product owner, Scrum master, Scrum events, that is sprint planning, daily Scrum, review meeting, retrospective, Scrum artifacts, product backlog, sprint backlog, increment. So the Scrum guide also contains all the points. Like so this Scrum guide is more of a theoretical kind of thing. So everything line to line understanding may not be required. So how exactly we implemented one Scrum project, I will tell you. So first we'll try to understand what is the Scrum definition, what is the Scrum theory kind of thing. Sir, according to Scrum guide, Scrum is a lightweight framework that helps people, teams, and organizations generate value. Value is nothing but software. So Scrum is a lightweight framework that helps people, teams, organizations generate value through adaptive solutions for complex problems. So you need not to understand this kind of a complex definitions kind of thing. So Scrum, I'll tell you a simple definition I'll give you here from the Scrum guide only. Forget about this guide. Let me define what exactly Scrum is. See, Scrum is lightweight or simple process framework. Scrum is lightweight or simple process framework to deliver a project using iterative approach. So Scrum is a lightweight process framework to deliver a project using iterative approach. So in Scrum framework, project progress will be measured. In Scrum framework, project progress will be measured in series of sprints. Project progress happens, or even simple statement, project progress happens. So in Scrum framework, project progress happens in series of sprints. Water bottles in Karun Mudi. So in Scrum framework, project progress will be measured in series of sprints. So in Scrum framework, project progress will be measured in series of sprints. So now we try to understand first what is sprint. So what is sprint? Sir, according to Scrum framework, iteration is a sprint. In your language, till now we discussed about iteration, right? Iteration is a sprint. For example, so every iteration in Agile project, we call it as a sprint. So in Agile project, every iteration, we call it as a sprint. So every iteration, we call it as a sprint. So sprint is nothing but a time box. Example, 2 weeks. Sprint is nothing but a time box. Example, 2 weeks. So in sprint is nothing but a calendar. Sprint is a time box. So in sprint 1, for example, in sprint 1, 2 weeks time frame. So everything, like, so what happens in any Scrum project, everything happens in sprint. Everything happens in sprint. So what exactly sprint meaning? What exactly sprint meaning? What exactly sprint? So what exactly sprint? So sprints are the heartbeat of the Scrum. So sprints are the heartbeat of the Scrum, where ideas turned into value. So means every new sprint, idea turned into value. Idea is nothing but requirement. Value is nothing but software. Sir, sprints are heartbeat of the Scrum. In Scrum project, work will be delivered in sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Sprint is nothing but iteration. Sprint is nothing but iteration. So sprints are heartbeat of the Scrum, where ideas are turned into value. What is idea? Requirement. What is value? Software. In our context. Why they have not mentioned it that clearly? Because Scrum can be used for non-IT projects also. So what is sprint? Sprints are nothing but fixed length event of 1 month or less. Sir, sprint duration. What is the maximum duration for sprint? What is the maximum duration for sprint? So maximum of 1 month. What is the sprint duration? So sprint duration is, so sprints are fixed length event. What do you mean by fixed length event, sir? So generally, so like, for example, sprint 1, 2 weeks sprint. Sprint 2 also ensure 2 weeks only. Sprint 3 also 2 weeks only. Don't change sprint length just like that. So sprints are fixed length event of 1 month or less. So few companies follow 4 weeks sprint. Few companies follow 3 weeks sprint. Few companies follow 2 weeks sprint. Few companies follow 1 week sprint. So most preferred is 2 weeks sprint. Most preferred convention is 2 weeks sprint. So sprints are fixed length events of 1 month or less. So sprint time frame should be, maximum of 2 weeks. So sprints are fixed length event of 1 month or less to create consistency. So what is the rule here, sir? Sprint is a time box, maximum of 1 month. Every sprint maintain consistency. Consistency means same time frame you follow. 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 weeks. So this is a certification question. Even if you go to Scrum International Standard certifications also, you go to Scrum certification, they give you Scrum sprint length is maximum of 4 weeks. And one more thing, one more important rule you need to understand about each sprint. A new sprint starts immediately after conclusion of the previous sprint. For example, let's say, I'll give you some few scenarios here. So sprint 1.0. So sprint 1.0. So in sprint 1.0, let's say day 1, just I'll show you day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6 and 7, Saturday, Sunday. Day 8 or day 6 I am writing because excluding Saturday, Sunday I am writing. So excluding Saturday, Sunday, how many days we will get in a sprint? If 2 weeks sprint, 10 days. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 2 weeks sprint, excluding Saturday, Sunday. Now so we started sprint 1. So we completed working by day 8. Okay. So when new sprint starts from day 9 or from day 11? Question number 1. Or, for example, we started the sprint, we are unable to complete the work by day 10. Then when new sprint starts? So a new sprint starts after conclusion of the current sprint. Means this is the point you need to understand now. So what is the rule here? New sprint starts immediately after conclusion of the previous sprint. Means So day 11 and day 12 I'm ignoring because Saturday, Sunday. So when sprint 2 starts, so again day 13 because day 11 and 11 and 12 we are ignoring. So day 11. So Saturday, Sunday I'm ignoring, sir. So then see, 2 weeks sprint means 2 weeks. You have to work 2 weeks. If you complete early, you can't close the sprint. If you are unable to complete also, you can't extend the sprint. It's a fixed length. It's a fixed length. What is fixed length? 2 weeks means 2 weeks.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
What if my first sprint is not yet completed? Some features are still pending. Do I still have to continue with
Those
day 11?
features will spill over to future sprints, or those features will be back to product backlog.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Example, we committed 10 features. 9 features completed, 1 feature testing completed, 1 bug is pending. Still, that pending, that will be considered as pending only. That will be moved to future sprints, or that will be moved to product your requirement folder. Sir, sprints are fixed length calendar. You complete work, sprint is not going to, you completed work early. That doesn't mean sprint is going to be completed. Sprint is a fixed length calendar. 2 weeks sprint means 2 weeks. Any pending work that will be moved to backlog. Hope you understand. So what is Scrum? Scrum is a lightweight process framework. In Scrum, project progress happens in series of sprints. Sprint is a fixed length event, fixed length time box. Sir, what happens in the sprint? So what happens in the sprint? Everything. Sir, entire project progress happens in sprints only. So all the work necessary to achieve product goal. Sir, all the work necessary to achieve product goal, including sprint planning, daily scrum, sprint review, retrospective, everything. So development, testing, planning, review, retrospective. So all the work necessary to achieve the product goal. So all the work necessary to achieve the product goal, including sprint planning, daily scrum, review meeting, retrospective meeting, everything happens in sprint, sir. So all the work necessary to achieve the product goal, from sprint planning to retrospective, everything happens in sprint. So what happens in a sprint? So what happens in a sprint? So right from sprint planning to retrospective. So each activity we will understand, sir. So overall, Agile project is in Scrum. Project progress happens in sprint 1, 2, 3, 4. Each sprint is 2 weeks time frame. What happens in this 2 weeks time? Sprint planning, daily scrum, review, retrospective, all these things happens. How these things happens is only our course now. So what exactly happens? Day 1 of the sprint, day 2 of the sprint, day 3, day 4, day 5, like that 10 days every sprint. So each day wise, what exactly happens you need to understand now. So all the work necessary to achieve product goal, including sprint planning, daily scrum, review, all these things happens. How these things are going to happen, we are going to understand. Okay, so now, so day one of the sprint. So let us try to understand sprint day one. So day one of the sprint. So before we try to understand day one of the sprint, first I wanted to explain Scrum roles. Like, every sprint or in every Scrum, every sprint, 3 roles involved. One is Scrum Master, 2 product owner, 3 Scrum team. Scrum Master, product owner, Scrum Master, product owner, Scrum team. So Scrum Master, product owner, Scrum team. Sir, in any Agile project, there are 3 roles. So the Scrum team. So you need to understand Scrum team. What is the fundamental unit of Scrum? Is a small team of people. So according to Scrum, small team of people. Who will be involved, sir? So Scrum team consists of. So what is a Scrum team? Scrum team consists of Scrum team consists of 1 Scrum Master, 1 product owner, developers. So Scrum team consists of 1 Scrum Master, 1 product owner, and developers. Sir, what are the roles in the Scrum? So who will involve in the Scrum framework? Who will involve in the Scrum framework, sir? 1 Scrum Master, 1 product owner, developers. So Scrum team is small team. So it's maximum of 10 people. So 1 Scrum Master for every Scrum team, 1 product owner for every Scrum team, and developers. So developers means it includes testers, admin, everyone, designers. So Scrum team consists of 1 Scrum Master, 1 product owner, and developers. Sir, one important role. So Scrum team is cross-functional. So I already explained Scrum team. And Scrum team is small enough. Small team. So sprint, how many people are maximum? 10. Scrum team maximum people are 10 or lesser than 10. Not equal to 10. Scrum team size less than or equal to 10. It's a rule in the game. How many members in cricket game? Why? It's a rule. Scrum also rule is there. What is that rule? Scrum team, each Scrum team size must not be greater than 10. Less than or equal to 10. So Scrum team must contain, so less than or equal to 10. Okay, so now first, before we understand day-wise activities, first we try to understand each role. Who is product owner? What are the product owner responsibilities? Who is Scrum Master? What are the Scrum Master responsibilities? We try to understand. Okay, so first we understand developers. So developers are the people in the Scrum team. So what they do, sir? So what is a developer job? So what is a Scrum developer's job? Developers means including everyone, sir. Cross-functional delivery team. Cross-functional delivery team. What they do, sir? What are the Scrum developers' job? So understanding product vision, product goal, and creating, say, understanding product vision and product goal. Participate in sprint planning meeting to create sprint plan and sprint backlog. I'll teach what is sprint plan, what is sprint planning meeting, we'll discuss. 3. Write code, test code, deploy code. 4. Participate in daily Scrum meetings. Give sprint demo to end users. During sprint review meeting. Which happens. So give a sprint demo to end users during sprint review meeting, which happens final day of the sprint. So which happens final day of the sprint. So, I mean, participate in sprint retrospective meeting. Participate in sprint retrospective meeting. End of the sprint. So every sprint, Scrum developer key responsibilities: understand the product vision, goal, participate in sprint planning meeting to create sprint plan and backlog, write code, test code, deploy code, participate in daily Scrum meetings, give sprint demo to end users, participate in retrospective meeting. In a high level, very high level. So very high level, in a sprint, what exactly developer job or sprint Scrum team member job? So if you are developer, so development responsibilities will be added. If you are tester, testing responsibilities will be added. If you are a deployment engineer responsibilities will be added. So understanding product vision, goal, participate in sprint planning meeting, write code, test code, deploy code, participate in daily Scrum meeting, give sprint demo to end user during the sprint review meeting, participate in sprint retrospective meeting, end of the sprint. So these are the key responsibilities of team members. If you are a developer, your development responsibilities will be added. If you are a tester, testing responsibilities will be added. In a sprint, what exactly the team job is. So team will involve in understanding the product, participate in the planning, writing the code, testing the code, deploy the code, participate in daily Scrum meeting. So give sprint demo to end users, participate in retrospective meeting end of the sprint. So what happens in sprint, right, sir? Then what is the product owner job? See how developers are doing these activities, will be learning. And so product owner responsibilities. So product owner responsibilities in a sprint. So product owner responsibilities, defining product vision, product goal, sprint goal, defining product backlog like epics, user stories. I'll tell what is epic everything. First, understand what are their responsibilities. Product owner, help the team understand client expectations and identifying sprint goal. Help the team understand client expectation and identifying the sprint goal. And clarify team doubts. Then participate in daily Scrum to help team to understand progress. Review finished story cards and give feedback. Define future. So involve in backlog refinement for future sprint. Prioritizing, reprioritizing story cards, prioritizing, reprioritizing story cards, prioritizing, reprioritizing the story cards. So like these kind of activities, so any any client side expectations communicating with the team, assist product managers, product executives by communicating progress of the product, by communicating progress of the project. Product owner is client representative or business representative. So product owner responsibilities: defining the product vision, defining the product backlog, help team to understand client expectations, clarify team queries, participate in daily scrum, review finished story cards, involve in backlog refinement for future, prioritizing, reprioritizing, any client side expectations, assist product managers, client, he is a client representative, participate in sprint review meetings. So to give feedback and to decide what next. So to give feedback and to decide what next. So these are the product owner responsibilities. So key responsibilities of the product owner: defining the product vision, product goal, sprint goal, defining product backlog, help the team understand client expectations, clarifying the team doubts, participate in daily scrum to understand the progress of the project, review finished story cards and give the feedback, involved in backlog refinement for future sprints. So how product owner will do this work is a product owner course. How Scrum Master will do this, like no responsibilities, Scrum Master course. Just I am trying to define high-level responsibilities of the developers, high-level responsibilities of the product owner, high-level responsibilities of the Scrum Master. So every sprint who will participate? Product owner, Scrum Master, team. So what is product backlog? What is all these things I'll explain. So just wait. First try to understand high-level responsibilities of the product owner. So then Scrum Master responsibilities. So Scrum Master, Scrum Master responsibilities in a project. So being a Scrum Master, so I'll write at least 10 responsibilities of Scrum Master. Scrum Master work as a team level agile coach. So to transform team to agile mindset, agile culture, agile working. So Scrum Master work as a team level agile coach to transform team to agile mindset, agile culture, agile working. Scrum Master work as a team level agile coach. So Scrum Master work as a team level agile coach. Scrum Master help the team. So by resolving impediments or unblocking unblocking blockers. For example, if you are working in any team, there could be blockers. So if you are working in any team, there could be blockers. When I say blockers, I need access issue, I have a people issue, I need one more resource, access issue, or behavioral issues, or tools, environments, data. So one team is working, definitely the team requires data, process, like process issues, environment issues, data issues, or people behavior issues. So Scrum Master helps the team by resolving impediments or unblocking the blockers. So Scrum Master helps the team by resolving impediments or unblocking the blockers. Okay, that is one of the key responsibility of the Scrum Master. Then Scrum Master facilitate Scrum events to happen as per Scrum guide. Scrum Master facilitate Scrum events to happen as per Scrum guide. Scrum Master facilitate Scrum events to happen as per Scrum guide. Example, so Scrum Master facilitate, so team correctly understood the sprint planning meeting. So team correctly understood daily Scrum meeting. Sprint review meeting. Sprint review meeting. So Scrum Master facilitate Scrum events to happen as per the Scrum guide. Sprint planning meeting, daily Scrum meeting, review meeting, retrospective meeting. So these events, team facilitating these events. Okay, so what is that facilitation? What facilitation Scrum Master will do also will discuss. So Scrum Master work as a team level agile coach. He helped the team to resolve the impediments. He is a person facilitates Scrum events. So Scrum Master so represents Scrum team to management by providing metrics and various reports. So Scrum Master represents to Scrum team to management. So Scrum Master represents Scrum team to management by providing various metrics and reports. So Scrum Master represents Scrum team to management by providing metrics and reports. Then Scrum Master, so Scrum Master removes impediments. Scrum Master assists product owner. So during any conflict scenario, so Scrum Master assists product owner during any conflict scenario, and Scrum Master create or establish process for different conflict scenarios between team members. So Scrum Master is a process enabler. So who is Scrum Master, sir? He is a process enabler. Scrum Master is a process expert. So Scrum Master is a process enabler. Scrum Master is a process expert. So Scrum Master play various roles, and Scrum Master ensures Scrum Master ensures continuous improvements, team progressing sprint by sprint. So Scrum Master ensures continuous improvements. So team progressing sprint by sprint. So Scrum Master ensures continuous improvements. So team is progressing sprint by sprint. So you can see Scrum team. So Scrum team consists of one Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Scrum team. So what are the Scrum developer responsibilities? Understanding the product vision, participate in meetings, writing code, testing, deploy. So participate in daily Scrum and multiple meetings. Product owner, defining the product backlog, prioritizing the product backlog, clarifying the doubts. All these things, product owner job. Scrum Master is a team level agile coach. So Scrum Master unblock the blockers. Scrum Master facilitates Scrum events. Scrum Master represents Scrum team to management. Scrum Master assists product owner during any conflict scenario. He establishes right processes and policies for the team. Okay, so these are the different responsibilities of the Scrum. So only last 1 hour, we try to understand 2 points. In Scrum project, progress happens in sprints. Every sprint is 2 weeks time box. That is point number 1. Sir, till now, so in Scrum framework, till now, we understand only 2 points. That is, so in Scrum framework, development happens in sprints. So Scrum framework or project progress happens in sprints. Each sprint, 2 weeks, generally 2 weeks. Each sprint, 2 weeks duration, or each sprint, maximum of 4 weeks with consistent length. Means every sprint, same length. This is the point number 1 we learnt in last 1 hour. Second point, so in Scrum framework, so one product owner, one Scrum Master, and small team of develop cross-functional self-managing developers. Right? So maximum of 10 people. Scrum team size, maximum of 10 people. Product owner is client representative who establish product backlog, who is responsible to manage. Product owner is client representative who is responsible to manage product backlog. Scrum Master is client representative who is responsible to manage Scrum process, team is responsible to convert ideas into value. That means requirements into working software. Working software end of every sprint. These are the only 2 points we learned last 1 hour. In second session, till now, these are the only 2 points we understood. Right, sir? So, in Scrum framework, project progress happens in sprints. Each sprint is a small time box. Each sprint, 3 roles will be involved. Product owner, Scrum Master, team. So, product owner responsibilities are, he is a client representative. Scrum Master manages the team progress. Team responsible to convert ideas into working software.
Sir, Scrum Master and product owner both are client representatives only.
No. Scrum Master is not client representative. Sorry.
His team representative.
Yeah. So Scrum Master is responsible to manage Scrum process. It's copy paste mistake. I copied the above statement. So Scrum Master is responsible to manage Scrum process. So Scrum Master empowers the team. I'll show you a few characteristics of Scrum Master now. So few points about Scrum Master. We'll have a little more discussion. So Scrum Master enables the resolution of impediment. So the team, if the team is facing any blockers kind of thing, so Scrum Master is going to help the team. So you can see here, he is a process enabler, impediment management. He ensures transparency within the team. Sir, earlier, so project manager mindset was different. So earlier, so most of the work used to be so project manager kind of thing. Now project manager mindset, so Scrum Master kind of thing. You can see here, earlier the old mindset was, project manager mindset was, I am responsible for making this happen. If I don't make the team deliver, they won't. But in Scrum, so the team is responsible. So Scrum Master has to coach the team. Team is responsible, not manager. That mindset change is Scrum Master job. I own the impediments and the process for the team. But here, the team is responsible for impediments. The team is everything. That mindset has to be improved by Scrum Master. Project manager, my job is, so project manager, my job is deliver the full scope on time, on budget. So Scrum Master job is unblock the team and coach the team to improve. Help the team to improve. So according to project manager, coordinating project implementation details with the client, project manager was responsible. But in Scrum Master ensures team builds good relationship with product owner. Team builds good relationship with business team. Team builds relationship with stakeholders. Team builds relationship with end users. So that environment has to be created by Scrum Master. Hope you understand, sir. So here, project manager mindset was, I am the person to interact with the business. Why team has to interact? Here, Scrum Master has to change that mindset. So, project manager, the project success is, the project success is as per the plan created by project manager. But here, the plan changes as we learn. So sprint by sprint, learning will be there. So sprint by sprint, plan will be different. So first of all, in waterfall model, project manager forecast next 3 years work. How project manager can forecast, sir? That is the first failure of waterfall model. So tell me, after 3 years, what you are going to do? Where you will be? Can you forecast? The biggest problem in waterfall model is waterfall model based on project manager forecast. Team try to prove project manager is correct. Naveen Kumar, Rahul Srivatsava, both are not in mute. So try to understand. But Scrum is against to this mindset. Scrum says no need to plan entire project. Plan this sprint. Plan current sprint. Learn from this sprint. So this is called empirical theory. This mindset is called empirical theory. Scrum founded on empirical theory. Empirical theory is opposite to forecast. Forecast means, example, a student, next 3 years, I will be in, I mean, next 1 year, I will be in IT company. Next 3 years, like that. See, till now, there is no evidence of your achievement. But this guy will plan like, so next 1 year, first I get job, second year data scientist. So third year NASA scientist. That is waterfall. We tell client confidently, trust me, next 2 years your project will be live. But Agile says, or Scrum says, first we do sprint work. We learn practical challenges. Based on that, we plan sprint 2. Based on what happened in sprint 1 and 2, we plan 3. So empirical theory means based on the fact you plan next. For example, I took 4 years to fail in bank job. Then how much time it will take to get software job? 50%, for example. 2 years. But this guy comes with 20 days, I want job, sir. On what basis? What is your achievement? I'm paying 20,000 fees now, that is my achievement. So Scrum built on empirical theory. Waterfall built on forecast theory. Forecast means based on the project manager PMP certification, based on the project manager previous projects experience, project manager decide plan for the project. But in Agile project, Scrum is built on empirical theory. What is empirical theory? Based on the past, plan future. Based on the evidence, plan next. Right, sir? So Scrum, so project manager mindset and so Scrum Master mindset. So Scrum Master responsibilities are different. I'll show you one more interesting slide. Sir, if you say this, sir, if you see this, sir, earlier, this, see this arrow mark is towards left side, right? Sir, earlier, this blue color highlighted left side arrow mark things are done by project manager. Because of Agile and Scrum projects, these responsibilities are shifted to product owner. What are those responsibilities, sir? What are those responsibilities? What are the ensure the project meets its objective? Earlier in Waterfall Model, who is to do this job? Now who is doing? Negotiate, work with the team. Earlier, project manager is a postman between team and client. Now client is directly doing this, product owner. Now this postman job is gone. Manage scope and schedule. Who? Project manager. Now who is doing that directly this? Product owner. Client is part of the team now. Manage client communication. Who is to do the stakeholder communication? Project manager. Now product owner. Right. Then see this. Earlier, okay, so sir, earlier few responsibilities tech lead or team lead used to do. So earlier few responsibilities tech lead or team lead used to do. So what are those responsibilities, sir? Communication to enterprise architecture. So now who is doing that? Team. So technical decision making, that is shifted to team. And so one more thing, what happens? Now you can see here, Scrum Master role is added. So you can see here, Scrum Master role is added. So what is the Scrum Master's job? He is Agile process expert and owner. Facilitate creativity and empowerment. Empower the team. Encourage self-organization mindset. Encourage team is improving sprint by sprint. Continuous improvement. So these are the newly added Scrum Master responsibilities. So this role is newly added. New in the sense 2008 it was new, not 2023. So, and one more thing here, if you see this, sir, this black color, this is removed now. Detailed work breakdown, who is to do earlier? Project manager. This is gone now. Team is only estimating their work, which is called self-managing. Okay, sir. So let us try to understand. So product owner responsibilities: ensure project meets its objective, negotiate, work with the team directly, manage scope and schedule of the project, manage client communication, manage and prioritize backlog, available to the team. So ready for release sprint planning, allow the team to plan the work, and product owner is the voice of the customer. So visualize, communicate, and then what is the Scrum Master job? So these two from project manager shifted to Scrum Master. That's why you see arrow mark shifted this side. These two shifted from project manager to Scrum Master. So the progress of the project. So earlier, who used to remove the impediments? Project manager. Now it is shifted to Scrum Master. So what is the Scrum Master job now? Agile process expert and owner, facilitate creativity, empowerment, encourage the self-organization, encourage improvement of the team's continuous improvement, visualize, communicate, and radiate information, nothing but metrics and reports. So remove any blocking points like Jira is not working, team members are not attending the meetings, these kind of things. So Scrum Master is a team player, not the manager. So what is the Scrum Master job, sir? So he is a member of the team. He is a team player. He is not the manager. So Scrum Master is member of the team. He is a team player. He is not the manager. So now, so Scrum Master, every team is having Scrum Master and team like developers, product owner. These are the roles. So Scrum Master is going to involve in, he's a process expert, sir. So Scrum Master, what exactly Scrum Master is going to do? What is the product backlog? So product owner involvement in product backlog. What is backlog grooming? What is sprint planning? Sir, what is the product backlog? It contains user stories, backlog grooming, sprint planning, sprint backlog. So daily Scrum meeting. So here you see daily Scrum meeting, sprint backlog, sprint planning meeting, backlog grooming, product backlog, Scrum Master involvement, and finally delivering the finished work to customer, performing sprint review meeting, performing sprint retrospective meeting. So all these things you will be understanding Scrum framework. Next Saturday, Sunday, it is going to be 2 days again, like 10 to 1:30. So next Saturday, Sunday, you will be understanding. So product backlog, backlog grooming, sprint planning. So sprint backlog, daily Scrum meeting, review meeting, retrospective meeting, completing the team, how team complete and deliver finished work to customer, and how we get feedback or inputs from the client. So this entire Scrum workflow, Scrum process flow, I'll be teaching next Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 1:30. Right, sir. So thank you. Next Saturday, 10 to 1:30. Next Sunday, 10 to 1:30. I don't want to complete this Agile workshop in a hurry kind of thing. We'll go step by step. We will understand every topic. Then only I'll complete workshop. Okay. Right. So thank you all.
Thank you.